crazy Craig has flown to the beer capital of Europe, Prague. And along with the boys, he's set aside 2 days and £2,000 for his stag.
I actually feel like crying. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel and welcome to another episode of Don't Tell the Bride. And definitely not her wig.
I wasn't going to.
In the last episode of this absolute madness, my lovelies, we had the theme park wedding because you know what? You know, it just sounds great, doesn't it? I know some of you would love it, but obviously this woman did not. I can't believe the level of absolute salacious scandal we're seeing in this. And you know what? There's part of me that's like, what excellent TV. Whoever came up with this idea and found these bewildered, lost men who can't organise a piss up in a brewery, girls, as they say in Brighthelm, and put them on TV and watch them do all this, because I genuinely struggle to believe that there are people out there in the world that behave like this. But at the same time, I have worked in retail, so I do know that they are out there and they are like this.
It's too hideous to describe.
It just, you know, one of those, you know, every now and then you just meet someone or you see someone doing something and you literally are like, How has this happened? Well, my lovelies, in saying that, I am excited to bring to you today another episode of Don't Tell the Wig. This one, my love, this one is titled The Oktoberfest One.
He died for your sins.
Spoiler alert, lol. Would you like a top comment from the last episode of Don't Tell the Bride? Because I know I do. And that is by Connor Adventure, and they say, my partner has a terrible fear of heights, so obviously I planned our entire wedding in a hot air balloon. Do you know what, Connor? Do you know what? It's the tea, isn't it? There's something about these shows that's like, if you let a reality TV person, like producer or director or someone know that you have a problem with something or a fear or a concern, that's your storyline. That's your entire life. Changing Rooms was like, do you know what? I really quite like the idea that once I've been to Australia,
we're turning your whole house into an Australian-themed resort.
Like, nobody wants that, do they? But where would we be without that sort of nonsense? Well, my lovelies, make sure you're sitting comfortably. Grab yourself a beverage. I'm just finishing off my bucket of piss, girl. Pop your little Ochinger right into your... Did we come up for this one? Don't Tell was a bit much, wasn't it? Bridal hole? Oh, I don't know about that. And let's watch Don't Tell the Bride, the Oktoberfest one.
God, how awful.
Oh. Well, this must be a very new one, because look at that title screen. It's hell, girls, hell. It's a lot, isn't it?
32-year-old Craig and 26-year-old Sofia from Luton.
Luton Airport. 32. 32-year-old Craig. 32. 32. These people are severely younger than me. That's frightening, isn't it? God, girl. Over the hill and far away, Luxeria goes to die. No.
First got together 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Well,
8 years ago, 26 minus 18. 25 and 18, no, 24 and 18, oh.
Well, we actually met on a night out. I'd been doing a gig and I was dressed as a clown.
I looked at you as all like melted clown makeup and like, don't want to be talking to this guy.
And then you were like, I'm going to marry that clown.
Didn't clown around for long and was soon a couple, a very sociable couple.
How true crime is this? The budget, my loves. I think the last ones we've been watching must have been from a very long time ago. This is season... Oh, this is from January 2018. Oh! That's still a long time ago though now, isn't it? What's that? In the before times. I cannot believe it's going to be 2025 in like 3 months. That's upsetting.
He's always out, parties.
Party girl. Oh, if your lass is a slapper, get her to whack her.
So full on that after one big night out, they made their love permanent.
4 months together, we decided to get our names tattooed on each other's wrists.
Oh. Is that a mistake?
Everyone was in shock,
Usually that's a mistake, isn't it?
Why? Because they spelt his name wrong.
Like, what have you done? And now 8 years down the line.
Still there.
Still there.
But unlike...
I'd be gutted if my boyfriend got my name tattooed on him. In fact, just, you know what? End of the sentence there.
This couple haven't lasted the whole 8 years.
It was that 3-year itch, wasn't it?
Going out a lot as well didn't help.
Yeah, partying a lot.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, after we separated for that short time, we appreciated each other a bit more after.
Okay.
It worked, didn't it?
Yeah,
right.
we both wanted to calm down anyway, so it worked pretty well.
Yeah.
Besides, nothing stops a party like two young boys coming along.
The kids have really like grounded us a lot, big time.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, you can't really go out and be
I
like, Not that you would anyway. When you have children that are like, I quite require feeding and changing and a bedtime story, please.
Once upon a time...
She died.
I think I'd still be out partying and living a crazy lifestyle. But since the kids are coming along, we've definitely calmed down a lot.
But for engineer Craig, swapping beer bottles for milk bottles
Don't do
isn't
that.
exactly child's play.
I can't do a nappy. The smell is just too much. I'll just gag.
I just
and I'll end up being sick on the baby or something.
Exactly. I just send you out. I'm like, I'm not even going to ask you for help right now. There's no point, because I'll be cleaning up you're sick as well.
Yeah.
What's the point? Same with...
Look after your children. The problem that I have with this series is that it makes me feel like a misandrist. But there's something about this caliber of man that goes on this show that just seems to be utterly incapable, to the point of knowing that they're incapable and then just being like, you do it, mummy do it. They want bangmaids.
You're insincere to the point of nausea.
I actually like men.
Are you sure?
I am a heterosexual woman with extra steps, but my God, sometimes I just think, why is this wall bright yellow?
Same with clothes. There's no point even asking them to pick their clothes. Sometimes
this is
things
a
aren't even on the
reenactment.
right way round.
And it's not just parenting where Sophia has to take charge.
You're definitely in control of the relationship when it comes to things. Yeah, most of it actually.
Everything.
Everything
basically.
pretty much. You know, the decoration of the house and.
Planning things.
I go to pick a restaurant. It's nah.
Well, to be fair, it depends. Like, you never really pick that good of places.
But Craig has his own thoughts on why
knows
Sophia
everything.
likes to be in control.
I
Right.
think about Sofia, she's very spoiled. She just likes everything to go her way. Sometimes, you know, I want to do something and she's just not having it. And she will just throw a hissy fit and it just won't happen.
I wouldn't say I'm spoiled. I'd just say that,
You wouldn't?
no, I'm more passionate. And I do have really good ideas. And I think more about things as well. Like, you don't think things through. So I think usually my...
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. If he can't put his child's clothes on the right way round, then he's like, you do it, mummy. So I'm not surprised that she's kind of fallen into this role, because realistically, this show is kind of making her out to sound like not very likable. But actually, the problem here is that he can't follow through with a task and take charge. Not showing any leadership skills, not showing any initiative, and not looking after his own children in a way by being like, mummy, do it. And it's infuriating, isn't it? The thing is, this man could do it. Like, he dresses himself, clearly. Mind you, his hat is on backwards, so maybe he doesn't know the difference between the front and the back.
She pegs him, I'm sorry.
Yep. Did you play in the swimming pool?
So why is Sophia giving Craig control of
Yeah,
the
why
biggest
is she
day of
doing
her
that?
life?
It'd be good to see how well he knows
Do they pay
me.
for the wedding?
It's going to be completely different for me to be in control and you have no say.
But I think maybe you'll actually appreciate how much I usually plan and how
Brave.
much I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I mean, if you phrase it like that, this show makes perfect sense. A case of being like, well, you organise something really big and important that I would do in my stride. You go off and do it if you think you're hard enough, girl. These men generally come out the other end going, I just never want to make a decision again.
You can keep my bollocks in your purse, girl, please. Don't make me be an adult.
Do you know what? I guess it does show them that. So, silver linings.
And this bride's done a
cinema.
lot of planning for her big day.
No,
But the way my
bright.
personality is, I don't think I'd ever be the type to do anything traditional with a wedding. I've always imagined
my own
that it
heart.
would be on a beach.
A beach?
It'd be in a really, like, private ceremony, a bit hippie-ish, maybe, like, no shoes on.
that's
It's very,
quite
like,
nice.
relaxed,
Not the
it's very
hippie-ish, but
chilled.
that's quite nice.
It's just the way that I am, really.
Yeah, a
So,
little bit casual,
Sophia
beach,
dreams of a
very
laid-back,
romantic.
hippie beach wedding
Hippie
to reflect
beach.
her personality. But Craig's in charge now,
Right.
so
The theme for the wedding is going to be based on my old party lifestyle. And it's going to be getting everyone together for big drinking and just a crazy, wild party.
Something that you could literally do at any other stage of your life. You could do that on a Tuesday. Crazy old wacky Craig. She can't handle her sambuca, girl. She might suck a cock.
No, he wears a wig.
Part of me is like, do you know, we all love nostalgia. We all love the idea that, like, oh, reliving your golden years, girl. You can make more golden years. You don't have to just have peaked when you were 18 or 20. You can continually have beautiful experiences throughout your life. And do you know what? Yes, sometimes thinking about the past is hard and difficult. And sometimes you are like, do you know what? Those were really good times and I do miss that simplicity. There is nothing stopping you from making more great times that have changed and grown up as you have. Somebody that says,
I really fucking love a party night out.
and they've been doing that for 20 years. I'm like, unless you're a DJ or working in nightclub promotions, or somehow you own the club, or this is your income, I do think you are chasing this high of when you were 18, and all the 18-year-olds around you are going to be like, oh, what's this old woman doing here? I think I can safely say that it gives me the ick. And like, I'm no stranger to a party. I think I'm at a point now in my life, in my mid-30s, where my goals have changed. I don't just want to be in the moment. I want to also think about my future for myself and my dog. Yeah.
The government.
Like, reliving the glory days is a bit of it's a misnomer because like, happy memories aren't just like nostalgia for like a time gone by. They're actually locked in that time. It's not going to be the same. No matter what you do, it's not going to be the
Let's hope that's a crazy wild party.
I guess everyone does need
beach,
to learn that by
because
themselves.
Sophia's
though, don't
putting
they?
her
You can't tell
groom to the
people about their
test
memories.
for a reason.
Right.
I think if Craig doesn't know me by now, like, it's probably warning signs, to be honest.
Yeah, giant red flags at the red flag factory.
Really.
After 8 years of being with someone, if they can't pick the things that you would want at a wedding, I don't think you should get married to them.
Oh,
It could be an absolute
is this going to be
disaster.
famous words? Famous
Quite
last week?
scary.
If he gets things really wrong and I don't like anything, like, I actually just won't go.
Okay, I hope you're a woman of your words, lady.
The time
Teach him a
has come
lesson,
for
girl.
our couple to say goodbye.
Oh,
I
bye.
left to pack.
Ochre.
Just a few bits left now.
It's gonna be really weird.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you know you've got to be careful, babe. This is a really big thing you're doing now.
You know I'll mess it up.
Yeah,
It's
I
in good
hope
hands.
so. Yeah,
He's going to mess
let's
it up.
hope so.
He's going to mess it up.
It's fine.
Girly
I've got it all under
wig.
control.
Girly wig.
While Craig moves into an apartment 5 miles down the road,
Oh.
Sophia will stay at home to look after their 2 young boys.
Yes. What, just like she does every other day, apparently.
Yes.
Quite a risque dress to answer the door.
Love you.
Love you
Like
too,
the
baby.
postman, right? Or a surprise.
Miss you, love you, bye.
Miss you, love you, bye.
Miss you, love your wig. Oh yeah, don't dox them, please.
Feeling a little bit worried, but kind of excited.
The music is very much like, and now he's
I'm gonna
off to
miss
the
Sophia
wake.
a lot. I miss the boys a lot. It's going to be pretty hard. Tonight I got my best man, Randy, coming round. Probably have a
Randy?
few beers. Start planning the stag do. I think that's first on the agenda.
I wonder if he will also
Priorities
be in
right
love
then,
with his
Craig.
bestie.
Back in Luton, Sophia's invited bridesmaids Esther and Tash around for moral support.
It's
Oh.
really weird now.
Oh, you're not going to see him for 3 weeks, is it?
I know, yeah. I'll see him on the actual wedding day now.
Are you worried?
I'm not even worried. I'm not as worried about that. I'm more worried about dress, venue as well.
Yeah.
I prefer if it was outdoors rather than in.
Oh.
I don't think it's going to be anything typical.
What kind of dress do you think he's going to pick?
I think it's going to be something really, really busy and, like, loads of stuff going on. Because, like, you know, like, with my clothes, they're always really printed and colourful.
Yeah.
I think he's going to think that that's what I'm going to want with a wedding dress.
Let's give him some
Is that-
credit. He might do well, you know. He might pick the one that, you know, you want.
Actually quite scared now.
It's quite amusing that it does seem to be like an unwritten joke that they're all like, every single like group of ladies we see on this show is like, oh, it's gonna be awful, isn't it? Oh, well, we'll get it right in the end, but he's fucking terrible. What am I doing? And I am like, so subconsciously, you know, because you're on this show, and by this time you would know what this show's about. You wouldn't be like,
Let's go and don't tell the brides, because I don't know what's happening, girl.
like it's been going for 20 years at this point. Well, nearly.
I'm actually quite worried.
No, she needn't worry. He's pulling his socks up and strapping on suspenders.
Right, of course
And-
he is.
Hang on, is that PVC?
Polyvinyl.
Okay, maybe she should worry. And so should Craig's best man, Randy.
He's off to Folsom. Oh, don't tweet about Folsom.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god. Oh no.
If you know, you know.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, man. New Oktoberfest, man.
Is he American?
Nice.
Yeah.
You look sexy.
Thanks, man.
I'm just gonna put it out.
I'm working it, right? I got a little gift for you.
What?
God.
Have a feel for the wedding, man.
Oktoberfest. What? No. This is wrong.
Put it on, man.
I'll do it for you.
A person with
I'll do it
sense.
for you.
Nice. Yeah.
don't get dressed up for your bestie.
So the only thing that's missing
is your dignity.
Beer. We need
Well, I don't think it's non-dignity to go to Oktoberfest. Like, you are allowed to have a party, girl. I just think if you make it your entire personality, I do kind of worry. Sometimes people that have partying as their entire personality are almost a little bit living in escapism land and can't face the real world. And that usually lends itself to perhaps trouble somewhere in life. And I can understand that because I used partying as an escapism. But I was also early 20s and very into LGBT culture where like the expectation that you're going to settle down and have families and a house isn't put on you. So you kind of do spend a lot of time just partying hard because at that time in life, as a young queer person, sometimes it's very easy to think, well, there isn't anything more to life than this. So I do extend a branch of empathy, but I feel like when you have kids, your life changes. I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty permanent change.
I like the lederhosen. It's actually feeling a lot more comfortable.
I was kind of thinking for the women, the bridesmaids, we're going to get dirtles. You know, the traditional dirtles.
This has got nothing to do with
girdles.
girdles.
Like wenches or something, or
wenches, beer wenches.
Where do you think a girdle goes?
Sophia is going to be really annoyed. It's fine. It's not going to be fine. It's going to be good. It's going to be to our liking, which I like. No, I'm really happy with that. But 3 weeks, dude, it's fine.
It's not about you, though, is it? But also, it's kind of interesting how quite often the best man very often seems to know what the bride-to-be actually wants. I don't know if that's a production choice, but it is a pattern that we see quite often where they do tell their bestie, like, she's gonna hate it. And they're like, nah, and then they end up hating it. Is it one of those things of when you spend time with someone, you start to naturally fall into that idea of like expecting them to do things? I don't know, but to me, I'm just like, you haven't listened then, have you?
No. It took me 12 months to plan my wedding, and it still didn't really go all that well.
That's encouraging.
So he
as
knows
long as he actually thinks this through to its fullest, it's going to look great, because if he doesn't, it's going to look really stupid. But I'm okay with that, as long as there's beer.
Yeah. Like, I don't associate Oktoberfest with, like, beach hippie vibes. So I don't really see how these two things can be possibly ever overlapping. Don't do the worm, girlies.
You're a worm, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. Top of his list is a venue. And along with best man Randy, he's heading 2 hours north to
Randy short for something?
So how sick would that be to get married
Randabeth.
in a brewery, though?
It's what I've always dreamed of.
It's what you've always dreamed of. Do you think it's what Sophia's always dreamed of?
The great British countryside, a roundabout.
National Brewery Centre?
Even has its own brown sign.
What?
If he's got a brown sign, it's good. Alton Towers, brown sign.
It means it's a tourist location.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean whether it's good or not.
And unless that sign says beach, it's probably not going to be good for Sophia.
I wouldn't want to have a marriage on the beach in the UK
300
anyway.
miles south to find her dream wedding venue.
Oh, this is it here.
Who's this?
Oh my God.
Who's this?
That is actually really cool.
It's actually really nice.
Oh, that's
It's so
yeah.
cute.
There's
It's
me
like
going, no, poo-poo it, girl. Actually, that's really pretty.
Secluded, isn't it?
Along with best friend James, Sophia's visiting Lusty Glaze, just a stone's throw from Newquay and the only beach
Not a lusty glaze.
They say this pussy's squeaky.
Cornwall, where you can legally tie the knot.
Cornwall?
I mean, this would be
When you
perfect.
can what?
Cornwall, where you can legally tie the knot.
I mean, this would be perfect. Imagine it was like really sunny and like everyone like gathered together here.
I think
like,
asking for
cocktails.
sun in the UK is a bit of a
On
stretch.
hand to show them around is events manager Lisa.
Hello, Lisa,
been here
girl.
before?
Lisa Scott
no,
wig.
never. No, never even been in the area.
You just want to get married on a beach. And
Yeah,
have
exactly.
It nice and chilled
This
and
is the way I
relaxed.
imagine it. These kind of vibes. It looks lovely
That
with
is
like the cliffs
very
around and
picturesque.
stuff. Like,
Yeah. So basically what would happen is we would lead you through here and then you would walk slowly down the aisle because obviously it's quite a nice small aisle.
Yeah.
And then you would be walking here and then you've got the beautiful view of the sea.
They could make the archway a little bit more fancy, couldn't they? It's a little bit B&Q, DIY.
if you ever said getting married on a beach, yeah, this is the way you'd imagine it because it's so secluded as well. It feels so private.
It is very private, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when the sky is blue, which it would obviously be on your wedding
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
So the
That's
sky
what I
and the sea
imagined
is
it.
blue.
I imagine like in the evening, like the sun's starting to set, like it would look perfect here.
Our sunsets are beautiful.
But who needs a
She's a
beautiful
great
sunset when you've got
saleswoman. Our sunsets are beautiful. beautiful. Please buy my venue.
Oh, beautiful.
But who needs a beautiful sunset when you've got Burton-on-Trent's industrial zone? 100 miles from the coast, this museum and...
This show is going to give me angina.
Labia.
This museum
God,
and
the
brew
bins.
house isn't just licensed for beer, it's also licensed for weddings.
Right,
Sarah
sure.
and Penny are showing the boys around.
Right.
So this
Oh, wow.
is the Worthington Suites.
This is nice.
This
It's
is
a
our
pub.
sort of smaller room, but this
It's a
can also
pub.
be used for the ceremony and
It's a pub.
the reception.
Okay.
It definitely has a Bavarian
It definitely
theme to it.
We do have Bavarian nights in here as well sometimes, so...
This is already decorated.
Does it have a Bavarian theme?
Do you guys have beer steins?
No, we don't.
No, we need
So we
to
could
get
just
Well,
get
not
this
that
nice.
Bavarian
What
then,
we're
is
thinking
it?
is the real Oktoberfest with the
Lederhosen and the
lederhosen and the dirtles.
So where did the Oktoberfest theme come from?
We like to drink beer.
Like beer.
Okay.
Something different.
It's just like a big
Yeah.
pie, innit? And that's why I want the wedding to be just a big party. I like it.
Why?
I think
Why do you want
Sophia
it to be a
would dig this
party?
too because it's kind of
Yeah,
a
she
little
likes
bit darker, a little bit quirkier.
You're really trying to sell it, Randalina.
actually, it's just gorgeous here. It's really
That
bright,
is
like it's really relaxing.
obviously,
Everything just
yeah,
feels so chill.
obviously. I feel like I'm going insane. Very Leah Remini when she was like, "Am I on a different show?"
Yeah, it's very bright, even on a day where there has been some rain.
Yeah,
The
no,
light-
exactly.
The light is amazing here.
Yeah, it is.
Perfect.
I agree.
No, I like the idea of like really cute, like really
It isn't like
decorated,
a
like little
pleasant
champagne
day.
cocktails. It'd be lovely.
It would. But does Craig know what his bride would like?
No. Well, he does,
it's
but he's
not
ignoring
what
it.
Sophia would want. No.
This sounds promising.
Sorry, what death grip has he got on that beer? Like, don't ever leave me. I need to party.
It's not what Sophia would want. No.
This sounds promising.
But
Oh.
Oktoberfest is one big party, and she loves the party.
Is this
And she doesn't drink beer.
not Packers? What's this? We've got Packers on Randall. Okay, sure. It has to be production, surely, because I just can't imagine. Surely. Charlotte.
And she doesn't drink beer. But
Wait, Sophia doesn't drink beer?
Beer, and you're doing a beer
Not at all.
festival in a brewery for her wedding.
No idea. So she's really gonna dislike that.
doesn't really like German food either. But that won't matter. It's gonna be good. We can make it happen.
Can you explain to the class why it won't matter, please? Before we all throw you down the Bavarian well.
Hello.
It's feeling more real now. I think before when it was like a dream location, it was my idea of how I'd want it, it was one thing. But now that I've actually seen it and I can imagine having it here.
I can't imagine him absolutely picking this, but it can't be anything that far.
Yeah, it's true. I just hope there is like a relaxed vibe to
Wait,
it.
is this the
because
only
that
one in the
is
UK,
very
did
me.
they say
And I think if you
earlier?
don't get that in it, then I don't really know how well he can know me, you know?
Well, it seems like he does know her. But
I am being a little bit harsh, I guess, with prejudgment, but like what I've seen so far has led me to believe that we're going to watch a train wreck.
Well, yes.
Well, it seems like he does know her. But sadly,
It's a done deal, man. It's a done deal.
it also seems to have made no difference at all, as Craig books the brewery for
Is it-
£3,000.
What?
Books the brewery for £3,000.
Okay. So this is where my big question comes in. What's worse? Somebody knows what you want and then actively decides to not do that. Or someone who is perhaps just a bit ignorant of what you want and does their best to match what they think you would want. Which is worse?
Which they seem quite pleased with.
Right, okay. I mean, they don't seem fully in love like we've seen on a couple of other episodes. They seem like actual besties.
It's the
which
end
is
of the
a new,
first week.
A new hand touches the beacon.
And Sophia has brought her mum Jackie and bridesmaid
help me,
Esther
Jackie.
to London's trendy East End.
Oh, God.
To find the dress she'd choose for her
Sure,
big day.
ditch, never change. Like,
really don't
beyond
want
this
that
steel well is a dress shop.
I want it to be quite different. I want it to be unique. And I want it to show a lot of my personality. Something maybe a bit hippie-ish, something maybe vintage. I'm
Hippie
looking
and
for
vintage.
something, maybe a bit of lace. I definitely want sleeves.
Cool, nice.
I'm thinking like two-piece would be nice. It's definitely going to be very hard to
two-piece?
find. It's very unique. It's a very specific kind of style.
If it's unique she wants, she could be in luck. Because the dress Craig wants is so unique, it can only be bought online.
Right.
From Germany.
Let's just dive in Dirndl wedding dress.
If there is such a thing, sure.
Oh, there is. And if you're wondering what a Bavarian
State of that
dirndl
laptop.
looks like,
They all kind of look like Halloween costumes, too. I mean, these are good ideas for the bridesmaids, man.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if they're wearing dirndls too, but they are.
Can we just focus on one thing?
I like the fact they're colourful, totally different. That's Sophia, isn't it?
Well, there's different. And then there's Sophia's idea of different.
Oh, this is going to be so... Oh, I actually really like that.
I really do like
I
it.
never think to pick.
Wow. It'll be so easy to walk in as well.
It's got the slip.
So flowy.
It's good, isn't
I like
it?
it, I really like it.
And I think it having the split, very me. It's not what I thought I'd like, but it's lovely.
Gosh,
There's
that's
nothing
quite
to...
a neck tattoo, isn't it? Drink me, girl!
Absolutely not.
Alice in Wonderland reference. So... Can you get a slit in a lederhosen?
Homosexuality.
Well, I think you can, but definitely not wedding attire. Unless you're getting married in Torture Garden, girls!
How dare you? You don't know me!
Lovely.
Lovely.
There's nothing typical about it. It's very personal, all the little detail to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not for
think
me,
you'd
but I
think
can
like
tell
that.
it's like
You never know.
perfect.
I think it's lovely. I think it's you.
It is me, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah, it's really you.
It's what he thinks is you is going to be.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Could be difficult.
Interesting, different, or just bizarre.
These are a bit more...
I mean, they look good, dude, but they look like you're going to a Oktoberfest fancy dress evening.
Are you thinking stick with something a bit more...
I'm just...
Wedding?
No, I'm trying to
Just
think
do
a little
that.
bit about how you're going to present her with this wedding dress before her big day, and it's a huge momentous occasion, and her mom
Oh my God,
and her
someone's got a
bridesmaids,
brain,
and
girl.
This is the moment since she's wanted since she was a little girl. You hand her a dirndl.
I think she could work it, man.
But could she work it
grow
at a
up.
wedding?
Grow
I'm not
up.
feeling it, dude.
Not feeling it at all.
Has Randy just saved Sophia from a dirndl disaster?
I hope so.
Actually, that one looks okay.
A dirndl
That's quite nice,
disaster,
isn't it?
girl.
Oh dear.
That's quite
My
nice.
eye is weeping in
Champagne
fear.
gold.
While the boys consider a gold embroidered number, Sophia's set her heart on a bespoke two-piece.
Proper real as well. It feels really real now.
It does
Before
feel
was just
really
like-
real.
Yeah.
It's because I feel like I'm a bride now.
You do look like a bride now.
Dress, girl.
The girl in me's coming out.
Girly wig.
I don't think he'd even ever find anywhere that would have anything like this.
No.
Oh.
That's quite
I'll
unique to a
imagine it
wedding
now, it
dress.
has to
I don't think I've really
happen.
seen much like that. It's almost like Summer Bride.
I actually really like this one, man. I think she'll look great in this. It's not too much. There's not too much colour. It's quite subtle, really. Because I think I'd rather have her in like gold and then the bridesmaids in like a colour. It is different.
She's gonna look great in whatever you put her in.
Do you know what? I think she's gonna get the dress and be like, this is weird. But I think she might put it on and be like, do you know what? I like this. I mean, that's happened a lot with stuff I've brought in the past.
Has it happened a lot with stuff you've brought in the past? Or has she been like, I can't make this any better than it is, so I'm just gonna cope? This is the problem with like not sticking to boundaries or letting certain people or certain relationships like ebb away your boundaries. Because if you say, I don't like that, and then your partner buys you it and then hounds you to wear it and then you wear it, and in order to make them feel a bit happier, you go, okay, yeah, you know, it's not bad. They will forever be like, well, I know your dress sense better than you then, don't I, girl? And it's like, it's not giving sustainable relationship.
I'm gonna go for it, man. I think this is the one. Out of everything we've seen,
800 euros.
like, it's just perfect.
I think you should do. As long as you're happy, press click.
Yeah, this is it, man.
Press
I get married once, dude.
Well, you'd hope. Still, for £800, Craig buys an Alpine-style Bavarian gown. Wunderbar.
A wunderbar!
Ariane Grande.
Gown
It's
is a bit of a
time for the
stretch.
hen, and the first chance for the girls to see what Craig's been planning.
Trying to get there now and see what it is.
But as the taxi heads into Luton Town Centre, they realise they won't have long to wait.
I kind of imagined that he's not going to do anything amazing, but then I thought, oh, maybe there's a little chance that he's done something really, really cool.
It's going to let you on the airport escalator.
But that little chance is gone instead. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, sorry, I banged that there. I think my anger at where we are is coming out in the cab.
Wait until she gets inside. Well, she seems happy. Craig might have just... Whoa! Maybe not.
If this is it, I'm going to get really, really, really drunk. I'm quite annoyed at the way that he's done this, and I think he could have done a lot better. He could have made it personal. He could have made it a lot more fun.
You can, like, the thing is, you can go to the pub any time. Technically, you're only meant to get married once, I think, aren't you? Isn't that the kind of the point? Like, if a wedding, if you like, weddings aren't really for me. Like, the idea of marriage isn't really for me. Like, I'm not into it. But as I understand it, from working within the industry or working within an adjacent industry to weddings, it's meant to be like a special occasion. Going to the pub is not a special occasion. Going to a brewery, I mean, more of a special occasion than going to the pub, but still something you can do any day. Oh, it's not looking good for you, Barbara.
She's dead.
Last night I ran into a friend, well, the girlfriend of his friend, and she just naturally said, I said, you know, is your partner not with you? And she said, no, he's with Craig at the airport, so God knows what he's doing, but it's definitely better than this.
What? Better than this?
Stop.
Well, yes, obviously. Crazy Craig has flown to the beer capital of Europe, Prague. And along with the boys, he's set aside 2 days and £2,000 for his stag.
I actually feel like crying. Have you ever seen such a blatant display? I don't even know what the word is here. This is disgusting behaviour.
First up is a beer. And why just drink it when you can also bathe in it? Lovely.
Dude, it's all nice and well that we're relaxing and having a good time. Do you think Sophia actually thinks you deserve a break at this point? I mean, if she knew how much we didn't accomplish... We deserve this, man. You get married in 1 week's time. This time next week is the day before your wedding. We have so much accomplished.
Back in Luton, the hens are on the move.
Yeasty,
Forgiven him now, almost.
So Craig's almost forgiven. Well, that's a relief. Let's hope he can impress them with his next venue.
You need to, when you set a boundary and you say things like, don't treat me like that, if then you're like, oh, but it's all right, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's the same with like disciplining children or disciplining pets. You need to follow through with the action. You can't just be like, do you know what, once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like, because then what are you saying? You're just not doing anything. No change. If you let people piss all over your boundaries are going to be pissed all over.
I've got a bucket of piss, sweetie.
I know that sounds obvious, but like sometimes it needs to be said.
Oh God, what has he done? The brewery.
So,
maybe not.
Into the brewery.
Your face, Sophie.
Hello, everybody. I am going to be your entertainment for the next couple of hours. You're going to find out all about how beer is made, and at the end, you are going to have the chance to try at least 14 different beers.
The chance to try.
Right, I'm not going in. It's not what I want to do, and it's not my thing, so I can't imagine marrying somebody that doesn't really think about me at all.
And you have to wear this hateful orange.
Okay, right, I'll be at the pub. Oh, I don't think I'm going to do it, I'm sorry.
Why not just see a little bit of it?
No, not interested.
You're
Sorry,
not losing
madam.
anything, are you? Give it a little go.
Okay.
Again.
Give it.
Boundary pushers. I'm seeing boundary pushing everywhere in this. Like, I understand being a people pleaser because I have that trait in me. But if you really boil it down to like, oh, you're a people pleaser, are you? How many people do you think you've pleased? Immediately it's like, well, practically zero because I'm constantly in a state of anxiety. Don't let people do this. If you're going to be firm, be firm. This woman, I'd be like, I would also be like, I don't want to go in a brewery. I don't want to do this. This is irrelevant to my life. There are people here who will enjoy it. They can go and enjoy it. I have no interest. Goodbye. And if someone was like, well, have you thought about perhaps you get the chance to possibly do... No, die. Don't care.
Give it a little go. There you go. Yes, we'll do...
This is how you end up with addictions, because people will be like, go on, give it a little go. Just some crystal meth. And you're like, no, oh, go on then. Like, no. I understand also that it's not that, but as a former person with illicit substance problems, I feel like this is exactly the kind of situation that I would find myself in.
Absolute, sir. Into the brewery and out again.
So a reluctant Sophia agrees to go into the brewery and out again. Just don't think anyone realised that was all she'd do.
Oh, perfect. So she kind of did stand her ground.
I can't be bothered anymore. I don't want to get married to him, so what's the point of putting up with this for him?
Yes,
if
agree.
If it's something good, great, but if not, I'd rather just like go have a drink and just go home.
so Craig literally couldn't arrange a piss-up in a brewery.
Well, yeah, we knew that.
Still,
What did I say? What did I say earlier? I was like, I even used that, didn't I? I was like, oh, yeah, piss up in a brook.
Still, Prague's going well.
Oh, God.
Well, it was.
You're all right. Yeah, not too good, no.
Right.
It didn't go down too well. The brewery.
It didn't go down too well.
No.
Like, I thought she'd find it funny.
She's really upset. She doesn't
Why
want
would
to go
you?
any further.
What
with
about
anything.
your wife says?
Oh, my wedding's a right old fucking joke, lol. How funny it is. Oh, yeah, fucking funny. So funny, Keith.
She's really upset. She doesn't want to go any further with anything.
She's not having fun.
After the George,
To the surprise
that was a
of
bit of
no
a
one.
letdown. And then, like, to come to the brewery and she hates beer.
Let's get on that bus and tell her, like, you know, no, fuck, no, she's fucking pissed. She's fucking pissed, man. Tell her I'm so sorry.
Okay, we'll try.
And then what? How are
She's
you
not
gonna
having a
fix
good
it?
time. That's her problem, bro.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but that's her problem.
Nah,
No, I'm going to look like an idiot for saying that. No.
Nah, fuck that shit, man.
Okay.
I heard you get really upset about the hen do. I mean...
Is this man finally understanding that other people have feelings and wants that are different to his own? Revolutionary.
I heard you get really upset about the hen do. I mean, I think it's a bit minor, if I'm being really honest with you. Love her dearly, but...
He's drunk, but also,
You know,
why would you think that?
move on.
Back in
Easy
London,
for you to
Craig's
say.
sisters are trying to get Sophia to do just that.
He does send his love and everything.
But while she agrees to get
Obviously
back on the
not.
bus, she's still far from on board.
Judging by the hen do, I don't really feel like I've come out of it thinking that he knows me at all, so I'm not really expecting...
That saleswoman who sold him the brewery, actually, that's a bit more flattering. That saleswoman who sold him the brewery has just made the easiest commission of her life because she's made money and they haven't even done the tour.
From the wedding, and I don't really know if I even want to go, if it's going to be anything like this.
With just a week to the big day, Sophia is catching up with best friend James and
Right.
coming to terms with her hen party disaster.
I was very angry at first because I think if I hadn't found out the night before about him going away somewhere, I don't think I'd be expecting as much for the hen do. But I think knowing that he'd gone away, I was really expecting
That's
big things.
so
So when
unbalanced.
it was like a crappy thing at first, like just going to a local pub, that's crappy enough. Then to get you on a bus for 2 hours just to take to something else that's even crappier. And I think now my kind of like bubble's been burst and I know that like things aren't going to be perfect with it all. I'm kind of going into the wedding kind of just not really caring how it goes.
Yeah, that's probably better, isn't it? 'Cause
There's no point in setting your hopes too high in anything. Do you know what I mean?
Just
You're
say
bound to
no.
get let down when you set the
Just
bar that
say
high.
no.
But I just always expect it to be a good surprise. Do you know what I mean? I never actually think that it could be a really bad surprise.
Back from his
You gotta have a
wild
laugh,
stag,
haven't
Craig's landed with a bump.
Hen do didn't go so well. Sophia didn't enjoy the brewery one bit.
We only saw
Yeah.
2 pieces of him
Under a little
on
bit of
his
pressure to get things sorted.
free holiday.
I need to get the ring right, I think, to make up for that hen do.
It's like a lot more than your ring right, though.
Hey, I'm looking for a
Ring
wedding
one.
ring.
Okay.
Looking for something quite Persian style because my girlfriend's half Iranian.
Okay.
So that's kind of the idea behind the ring. Yeah.
So we've got these ones here.
Ooh. Yes, something, I think something blue. She
What,
likes
this
the
one?
ocean.
That's actually
Yes.
pretty much what I was looking for. Bang on.
That was easy.
teal and
£400
gold.
later, and Craig's kick-started his final week of planning.
Oh, that did seem a bit fast, though.
First, he
Don't
spent
buy
another
the first one you
£400
see.
on Oktoberfest props.
At least think about
Like a little
it.
spittoon.
We actually have 2 Bavarian flags.
And no German drinking session / wedding is complete without an umpire band.
We like you. Do you like us?
No? Still, they're booked for £900. Finally, with the help of his sister and mum, it's on to Sophia's invite.
I could totally do this for a living. Oh, maybe not. For Oktoberfest, they have these German biscuits, and you give them to like the women if you fancy her a bit.
Oh, wow, okay.
Look at that.
Oh,
Like a pro, man.
that is very impressive.
No, you do the rest, Kristen.
A few hours later...
He's an engineer. I can't, like, what does he engineer?
Nausea.
Craig's niece Evie
God,
has
here we go.
taken
Oh,
the
beat,
biscuit.
beat
She's
you with that
delivering it to
biscuit.
Sophia.
I'm not expecting
Biscuit.
too much from this point on, so hopefully I'm not let down again.
Not in the kitchen, drinking martinis from a plastic glass.
The door.
Or is it red wine? Oh, God.
Oh, how mysterious. Look how pretty.
I put a bomb in the house, lol.
Do you think it's a cake?
No.
It's a cookie.
Oh, that's a bit better. A bit better than what we saw
Be
earlier.
ready by 10 on Sunday, pack a bag.
10?
What should I put in this bag?
Oh, he just put the name on. Clearly, he didn't write the bit at the bottom, did he? He was just like, Sofia, go. Is that from Millie's Cookies?
It's very vague, isn't it?
Must be staying over if you have to pack a bag.
Well, I hope so. That'd be nice. But then does that mean it's far? That he's thought, right, I have to provide accommodation because it's really far away? The last time he sent me on a 2-hour bus, look where I ended up. Bloody beer factory. No, thank you. Imagine we're getting married there.
Oh, there's lots of washing up in the sink. I must say, if I knew that I was going to be on TV, I would probably do the washing up in the sink.
He says thought that's gone into this.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's a sign that there's thought that's gone into the wedding as well.
Oh, you're doing his thinking for him. Don't ever do that. Don't think for other people. They're more than capable.
With less than 48 hours to go, Craig has called the bridesmaids together to see the dresses they'll wear at his beer-themed wedding.
In the BBC green room, apparently.
Yes. I think it would have been better if he took us with him to pick them. Well, I hope it's not strapless.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I hope it's... No,
Oh, no, of course. Oh,
Sounds
God,
like
here we
a
go.
Yeah.
Are you ready, girly wig? Are you ready? Oh!
I hadn't even thought about that.
Time to bleed.
They're not cocktail dresses, but they are alcohol-related.
Hey, how's it going? You alright?
Slightly concerned.
Don't talk to me! Yes.
Have you even opened them?
Yeah, we've had a look. And they're really good, aren't they? Lovely. We love them.
Don't trust you at all. Well, you pissing wagon then.
What's the hell? Black.
Oh, blue.
There's a little bit of black in it.
And look, the blue goes in the front.
Right?
They look like pirates.
They're bridesmaids' dresses. I think they look great. Let's get this show on the road.
The boys might be keen.
My
the
trust in
bridesmaids,
Randalina is
not
going
so much.
down.
I have no words.
You have no words.
You got to put them on. Once you wear it, you're going to be like, wow.
This isn't even going to cover my boobs.
Put your wine in. Make it happen.
God, I'm actually falling out of it. It's not age appropriate.
Really?
You sound surprised.
There you go.
Oh, they look good. You guys feeling it at all?
No.
But, well, this isn't about you. It's about Sophia and Craig.
Yeah, but...
Well, I don't think Sophia's going to like this, so... Well, it looks to me like it's going to be like a beer thing, and Sophia's not going to like that.
It'd be nice if it was like ribbon, not a chain.
Well, I didn't make the dress.
Well, can we change?
No, we can't. It's too late.
I'm not wearing it.
You're not wearing it?
No.
What's wrong?
You don't think she's going to like them?
Oh, she's gonna love them so much.
I don't think...
That's good.
Really love.
Maybe switch you for
She'll laugh.
at us.
Laughing at something is not qualifications
laughing
of
at
it
you.
being good though.
No.
And I feel like this man, because his wife to be has like giggled at him a few times, he's taken that as
I've made the right choice, lol.
and I just think, no. The amount of things that I've laughed at, not the right choice.
We're not laughing at you.
No.
That's not strictly true.
Not true at all, look.
It feels like
Unlikable.
he's making a bit of a joke.
He is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. The wedding is a joke. He doesn't
And it's
see
not
his
funny.
bride to be
No.
as a real person.
It's cheap rubbish. What is
Yeah.
Sophia's dress going to look like
Bag-made.
if this is what ours look like? I'm just really annoyed for her, really. It's not fair.
You should be the happiest day of her life.
The next morning, and sworn to secrecy about their dresses, Esther and Tasha head to Sophia's for news of hers.
I want to see my dress now. I just want to try it on and see
Oh
what
no,
it's
they
like.
know. They're like,
I think if it fits and it's white, I'll be happy. If it's
God.
like some weird colour and it's strapless and it doesn't fit properly, I'm going to be probably most annoyed. Oh, let's just pray.
Well, she won't have to wait long to see if her prayers have been answered.
Oh, it's arriving by
As
taxi.
Craig's arranged for the dress to be delivered by taxi.
Right, God. Beep, beep, girl. Your disappointment has arrived.
Let's see.
Imagine a wedding dress arriving by taxi. I mean, it must happen.
Oh, thank you. That's amazing. Cheers.
I'm gonna be sick.
Bye. I don't know whether I should be worried. Feel how light it feels.
It doesn't feel like there's anything in it.
I should we go to the living room and
This was
open it?
800 euros, which is still a lot.
It doesn't look like I imagined.
That is a tiny
A wedding dress box to look like. Oh,
Her
Shall
heart
I
must
open
be
it?
in
I'm actually
her
quite
wig.
scared because it feels so light. It's gold. It's gold. It's got a zip on it. I don't really understand. It's got a button that hooks. I don't get it. What is it? Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate everything about it. Literally everything about it. It must be a theme to the wedding because I don't see why else it'd make me wear something so ugly. It is fancy dress, right? It's not a wedding dress. What would you say? What fancy dress is it?
We're not saying anything.
Yours is ugly as this. If they are, then I have no idea why you're here right now. I wouldn't be here. I've never seen anything uglier in my life. Everything you can imagine that could be wrong with a dress is wrong.
That's a no to the dress then.
Yes,
But worse still,
say no
it
to the
seems
wig.
That might not be all she's saying no to.
Yes.
I thought that
Please
maybe
don't let him
after
piss on your boundary.
doing such a crappy hen do that he might make up for it with the dress. Do you know what I mean? I keep giving him chances to kind of pull it back a little bit or to make something nice, but if there's nothing nice, it's all just nasty surprises and there's nothing in it for me that I would enjoy. I don't see why I'd want to go.
Exactly.
He doesn't seem to have thought about you. I don't
No,
think.
he hasn't thought about me in the hen or in the dress, so I don't think there's any element of the wedding that I would enjoy, so I'd rather not. He can just do it on his own. I don't wanna
And
get
that's
married
what
to
he's
someone that's
currently
that
doing.
nasty.
That's the thing. That's the thing. He's currently doing that. He's fully just done this for himself to have like party. And it's so gobsmacking to see it play out on TV. God, this is such... Whoever designed Don't Tell the Bride and found and cast all these like people on it, all these like incapable men, gold dust television. Gold dust television. You couldn't write this, could you? You couldn't write it, girl. You wouldn't believe it. If this was a fictional show in EastEnders, a fictional storyline, you just wouldn't... You'd be like, no, I just don't believe. Get out of my... Labia.
I don't want to get married to someone that's that nasty.
Obviously, we support you whatever you want to do.
Exactly, I know everyone will. There's no point in just letting him make a fool out of me.
He's
I'd
a
rather just stop
grown
now,
man,
do you know what I mean?
8 years
And not
older
give him
than
any more
you.
chances to upset me or fuck me over.
No, 6 years older than you.
At this point, I'm done. I don't think there's any way of salvaging it. I've given him so many chances.
Without even trying the dress on, Sophia is off.
Good.
And alarmingly, the wedding is too.
You message everyone
God
like
for that.
friend-wise. I'll get Yaz to message everyone family-wise and just say it's off.
Yeah.
You
The
let
correct
Craig in
choice.
his sideline. It's not around him even let him think that I want to marry him because I don't. Right, I'm gonna... Okay, well, I'll see you guys soon.
Oh, she's off somewhere.
Across town, and Craig is unaware of the drama. That is until his sister calls.
How can he be so
Oh, hey.
blissfully unaware?
You're right.
Right, this is serious.
What's happened?
She is not marrying you tomorrow. It's not going ahead. There's no way.
Yes. Don't.
Really?
Yes.
She's going to take the piss out of me. How does she expect my dad to walk me down the aisle looking like that? There's no
Really? What, is she like, is she livid or is she screwing?
She's crying. Like, she sounds really shaky.
It's just so, this is so typical of Sophia though. It's so Sophia all over, like, spoiled little brat, haven't gone my own way.
I know. I'm thinking everyone's gone to this much trouble.
And she's gonna do this.
I'm gonna...
No one's gone to any trouble for her. No one's gone to any trouble for her. This is disgusting. That is foul. He has repeatedly pissed all over her boundaries, and whenever she's like, actually, I don't want to be a part of this, he's like, wait there, spoiled brat. Divorce, divorce, divorce. Not even on, not even on, not even on. Literally, put a bomb in the house, lol.
And she's gonna do this.
She's not doing anything. It's your fault.
All right.
Why aren't you seeing this?
Yeah,
Oh
go
my
see it,
God.
Ryan. Bye-bye. Fuck's sake.
What did you think was happen?
I really thought she was gonna like the dress.
Why?
I did. I thought the Hendy was a bit of a fuck up, but I really thought she was gonna like this.
This poor
This is
woman.
what a waste of 3 weeks, man. What a waste of everything.
Yeah,
Fucking day
it's
before.
your fault though. It is your fault. All entirely your fault. The buck stops with
It's
you.
a few hours later, and Craig's sister Hannah has tracked Sophia down
I
at her
don't-
mum's house.
I don't like.
This is the dress. Look at the skirt, the material. There's a zip, an exposed zip all the way down.
I think the rest of it you'll enjoy.
Everyone keeps saying that, but by this point I'm
I
just so
know.
defeated. Like, I just
Tired of it.
Yeah, I just.
This is gaslight. It's like we're watching, what's it called? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's... No, what's that show about all the gaslighting? Where it's got gaslight. Yeah, this woman is being gaslit by everyone. Like, this woman...
Evil.
All of the other women, evil.
Evil?
Just set this woman free. Set this woman free. It's the only way to get.
Get well soon, Jerry.
So
I don't... This woman,
I don't know what to say.
Anyone who delivers, but you are going to like it, aren't you? Anyone information like that, no. She's a full adult. She's allowed to say, I do not like this. I'm not doing it. No is a full sentence. It's not an invitation to convict. No. Stop it. Where's the autonomy?
I don't know what to say.
So, Dave, I'm really done filming, seriously.
Bye, then.
I'm not in the mood.
I wouldn't wear it, but I don't want to upset Sophia and say that it's horrible. And I wouldn't want to upset my brother and say it's horrible. But it is. If it is to go ahead and Sophia to be convinced, he has just got to sort out another dress. But it's tomorrow, so I don't know how he's going to sort out another dress by tomorrow.
I am hooked on this episode, my loves.
Yesterday was emotional, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a little bit deep.
Why are you
Is there a resolution? Have we got
She's got another dress on the way. They're picking up this morning.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous.
Why?
So they're probably going to pick that up in about, well, around about now, actually.
If you call your wife's reaction to your fancy dress, selfish party wedding ridiculous, then you are more than welcome to go and be ridiculous by yourself.
She's going to try it on before the coach.
Is she expecting a fashionably late entrance or something?
I have no idea.
For the last 3 weeks, we've had a plan, and we can't let that plan just slide down the slippery slope of doom.
It's kind of happened already.
Well, then what can we do? Like, can I call her? Can I say...
Nah, leave it, man. If she turns up, getting great. If she doesn't turn up, then great.
I need to know what happens
I know.
afterwards.
It's gonna be fine. So
no, she might like the brewery.
I think she will. I think she'll dig it when she gets here and immerse.
If I was a friend with this couple, if I was just like a family friend and I'd found out that he was behaving this way, I couldn't have someone like this in my inner circle. I couldn't have someone so brazenly disregarding the love of their lives, wants and needs like this. I couldn't have. I'd be like, no, you are not entitled to my time. I'm really sorry. Absolutely not.
Pushes herself into Oktoberfest. Yeah. You know, you have put in so much work into this over the last 3 weeks.
It's ridiculous. They should won't even wear the dress.
Come here, buddy. Bring it. Come on. It's gonna be.
It's cool.
Don't worry.
I'm a bit moody.
No, cry. Go on, cry. Have
In
a
Luton,
moment
Craig has
breakthrough.
arranged Sophia's hair, and it seems she's had an actual change of face.
I just think how much effort everyone was making yesterday to try and, you know, salvage things and fix the dress. It's obvious that Craig must have put a lot of effort into the wedding. I think he'd be really disappointed that I didn't like the dress. He probably did think that he knew my taste and he'd be able to pick well, so he's probably worried about other things that he's picked for the wedding now.
My sympathy is waning. I know that this is a televised event and that this is a real, like, reality TV produced show, but I am also like, you have to stand up for yourself in life because no one's going to stand up for you. I hope her mum does.
He's picked for the wedding now.
I think at risk today is her feeling that he doesn't know her at all after 8 years.
And he doesn't. Well, he does.
He's being a typical man, to be honest.
I don't think
I don't know what's happening.
He's not being a typical man. This isn't. Don't excuse this behaviour. This isn't just they are shit, aren't they? No, demand better. Never accept crumbs. Demand the whole fucking cake.
And with the bridesmaids, they're not sure whether they want to wear the dresses or not. So I'm guessing they're as bad as my wedding dress was, so I don't really blame them.
Craig refused to change the bridesmaids' outfits, but...
Oh, is this the dress?
So he's allowed boundaries,
finally. Oh my
but you
God.
aren't.
Oh, I'm
Funny that.
excited.
He's
What
reluctantly
funny,
bought
funny,
Sophia
so
a new
funny,
one.
isn't it?
Get it out.
He sounds
I'm
like
just
the
glad that I have a
spoiled
dress
brat.
and I can
know, and it's the wedding
leave.
dress.
Yeah, everyone's just been waiting to get out. Oh, that's
Oh, and it's
nice.
actually, yeah,
It's nice.
It's not structured or anything. That's nice. That is you.
This goes outside. Yeah, it's very Grecian. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's a proper wedding dress, which is nice.
Yeah, exactly. Right, I'm going to put it on then.
That's cheered her up. And at the brewery, the boys are hoping to keep things that way, adding feminine touches to the wedding.
Feminine?
There's flowers, balloons, a cake, and
Balloons.
of course, beer to wash it. A cake.
The state of that. Where did they find that? Under the bed, behind the sofa, in the bin.
The bins!
It reminds me of the awful attempt in Cinderella where the fairies are like, we need to make the cake from scratch like the old lady does.
There.
Well, what do you think of it?
Feces. No, girls, this is what I would like to scream.
Balls! Idiots! Imbeciles! castles!
That would be me arriving at this wedding.
And of course, beer to wash it down with. The boys really are rolling out the barrel. Well, they're trying.
It's not funny.
It's a bit long, I need shoes.
Oh, that's lovely. That is really nice.
That's nice.
And that's a proper wedding dress. It's okay, I'm just happy that it's a wedding dress.
It's okay.
Sophie, compared to the other one.
No, I know exactly. That's why I'm happy.
Yeah, but let's not be like, oh, a giant diamond gold ring or explosive diarrhea on the floor. Like, let's not.
Anything would be amazing.
Whilst Craig's hired a bus for the bridal party's trip to the brewery,
I think it'll be all right. Wherever it is, we'll have fun.
they still don't know that's where they're going. Meanwhile, the boys are in high spirits and lederhosen.
Why would you be like, the brewery and your hen night are at the same place? Even that is just a bit strange by itself.
Amazing, man.
Even if it's a different brewery, that's still strange.
Now you do me. Now do me. Dude.
Are you going to do the...
How does mine sound? My arse hurts now, man. You got a strong slap.
Sorry, what was that?
Strong slap.
Strong slap, okay.
We got this, buddy.
Das ist sehr gut.
You want to pick up more?
Alles gut.
At the venue, Craig's family have arrived and are also in a positive mood.
Never expected it with Craig or Sophia that it would be normal. You know, it got to be something different, and this is just sort of tick the boxes, I think.
He's done a really good job. He's thought of a lot of all like the little details that maybe we didn't think that he would have.
Am I completely deranged here? Am I the problem? Am I the drama? Because I do not simply see. I do not see. I do not. I don't.
It surprised me that he's pulled it off.
Haven't even ironed the flags.
I'm just hoping and praying that she likes it.
But as the bus approaches the wedding venue, Sophia spots an all too familiar sign.
Are you joking? Yeah. So I'm guessing it's still like beer related, going to another brewery, just like at the hen do. So yeah, great.
Yeah, it doesn't seem great.
Yeah. Still thought it'd be like a proper wedding. I don't want to get made a fucking brewery. I don't care what he's done to it, it's still brewery. Everything else has been shit. Just pick one good thing. I was actually expecting a proper hen. I was expecting a proper dress. I was expecting like a proper wedding venue. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
There may be a horse and
so
cart.
much gaslighting from around this woman. He's put his heart into it. You have to do it. Just like this horse has diarrheaed on the floor. That's what Craig's done.
Waiting. But it's not enough for Sophia.
Yeah,
I'm not running anywhere. I'm wearing heels and a wedding dress. I've still got to get changed.
Please
I'm
don't.
leaving, babe.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm leaving.
Please don't
It's
do
just all
this.
such a big joke.
Don't
I'm just
do
upset
it.
at this point. I'm just going through my own thing. I can't do it anymore, babe.
No,
I'm not-
bestie,
I
you
can't
should
do
be
it
like,
anymore.
don't be, everyone's embarrassed. That's the
I
problem.
keep getting told that something nice
Embarrass-
is going
being
to happen.
embarrassed
I'm not
will
going to
let-
get taken a piss out of
Don't do
anymore.
that.
I
Yes,
can't.
exactly.
I'm so fed up.
I would
It's
be
all a joke,
storming
innit?
away
It's all
with you.
shit. I don't need to be here. I don't want to be here.
As Sophia walks away, one of Craig's ushers makes a desperate call.
Hello? She ain't coming.
Well, hooray!
Sophie's upset because everything so far has been beer related. She feels nothing is for her.
I just want to go to the toilet and get into normal clothes and just go.
She's gone to the toilet. She's taken off her wedding dress in the toilet. Dude, she needs to just chill out and like come inside. There's so much more to it. It's not a beer festival. I know I am. I'm not German, but please talk around. Please.
Just come and have a look.
So you're looking at an ugly building from the outside.
What's the point of doing it nice inside if you just...
What she needs to do now is just stop speaking to people, because every single person here is trying to convince her, and she's already said no. The best way to shut this conversation down is to just stop speaking. You don't have to plead your case. You don't have to be like, I'm entertaining your answer. Stop. Just immediately stop talking and move away. Metaphorically and physically.
do nasty jokes to me left, right and centre and
It's not malicious, it's not intentional.
Yeah, just come in and then if you don't want to stay in,
All
we'll
this
go.
at KFC.
Sophia's agreed to go in, but she's ditched her wedding dress.
Sophia, stop.
It's the first time they've seen each other in 3 weeks.
Oh no.
But it's not the romantic reunion either of them imagined.
They've got children there, haven't they? Children always complicate matters.
Let's go see Mama.
so done with it. I keep trying to do
There's so much more to come. There's so much more to come, babe. Fear.
No, I don't want to look at you in a very long time.
Sphere, please talk to me, Sphere. This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
As
You're
guests
ridiculous.
watch and wait, Craig tries to salvage his wedding.
What's pissed you off so much about is the venue?
Everything.
Is it the venue?
Everything.
No, but right now, right now.
If he doesn't understand, he's never going to.
After like me showing up here, can you not understand?
No, but-
We've just done something nice.
Uncharted territory.
I'm not getting involved. Now I think we all stay away from her, let them two sort out.
In all honesty, they've got humanists here, and you know everyone's waiting, and everyone's gotten ready, and all the rest of it.
I don't care if everyone else is waiting. Do you know what? This is be a bridezilla. Unleash it, girls. I don't like. Everyone's waiting for you. Why are you doing that? Is not a reason to get married. Am I on a different show?
Or are they even talking?
Let them make their decision, I think. It's not up to us.
She's made a decision. She said it so many times, just no one's honouring it.
Please. Sphere, don't
Good.
do this to me. Don't
Good.
do this to me. Sphere, I've gone
Don't
through
do
hell
this
for
to
3
me.
weeks.
You've done it to
Honestly,
her.
I know you... But have you not seen the venue? It's really nice.
What's the phrase? What's the phrase? What's the phrase? The dildo of consequences rarely comes lubed.
And slay.
So you think I'm trying to make her look stupid?
And you have. That's what
and
you've
I
done.
wasn't. I was trying to make this fun.
No.
For everyone.
No.
It's not a beer festival, it's a party. I've got wine in there, I've got Prosecco.
I'm coming to a party, I wouldn't mind, but I thought I was coming to like a wedding. I thought it was a hen do. I thought it
Sure,
was
I thought... I'm sorry that it's fucked up. I fucked up. I got it wrong. And then I wasn't doing anything against you. I wasn't trying to make you look silly.
It was going to be nice. You thought I was going to like it. I didn't. It's done.
Should we go through the next bit? Rennie's going to make...
I don't mind going through the motions. I don't mind doing that. Just as long as I can just kind of like chat to you for the first time.
Yeah, I won't even bother you. I won't bother you. Like, Rennie's going to make an announcement. I'm going to wait inside and then just go through it, and then we'll... You know what I mean? You don't have to talk to me for the rest of the day if you don't want to.
It's taken an hour, but Craig seems to have convinced his bride to marry him.
No. Go through the motions. No one here at this party respects this woman. No one.
Sophia's agreed to put on a brave face.
If I was her parent, I would be like, obviously this is wrong. Why is no one sticking up for this woman? No one loves her. I'm sorry, there is no love in this episode. Most
But it
controversial,
doesn't look like a
absolutely.
particularly happy one.
Throw your drink in his face. And stab him with the bouquet. Then say, I hate you, bait! Bait!
We are joined here, united in our delight, to
No, we
celebrate
aren't.
the love and life
No, we
that
don't.
Craig and Sophia have
No.
found in one another.
How awkward, though, to be like, I'm marrying these two people, and the woman's just like... Bonkers.
Do you, Craig, take Sophia to be your wife?
I do.
Do you, Sophia, take Craig to be your husband?
I do.
Please, may we have the rings? I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our marriage.
as a symbol of our marriage.
I marry you with this ring.
With all that I have.
With all that I have.
And all that I am. Honey is a symbol of the sweetness you will find together in your married lives.
I'm sure that they, like, actually people doing this ceremony wouldn't actually do this if there's someone so reluctant to get married, right? This doesn't seem like something that you can do. It's got to be a bit of TV production magic here, surely.
Just having.
Joke.
Having made these promises of love and
Oh, suddenly a joke at your expense, and you're like, wait, I hate that. I've seen that look in a man's face before, and that is not a pleasant look. When people show you who they are, believe them.
Having made these promises of love and commitment to one another, it's my greatest pleasure to pronounce you our husband and wife.
That was awkward.
Just trying to make a joke.
I thought Sophia's reaction was a little bit over the top.
I thought it was perfectly fine.
I was quite upset for Craig.
Very upset with the ceremony.
Yeah, yes, I was.
They've stood and said their vows when they weren't even talking to each other, so no, I don't think they should have said them.
I agree.
As any sort of young couple, they have a long way to go. So, yeah, they have our best wishes.
Relationships shouldn't be difficult. They shouldn't require a full-time job's worth of effort against the grain. Marry people you love. Marry people you like. This is the thing. You can all very well be in love, but do you like them? Do you like each other? Do you like each other? Do you like spending time? Do you like doing things together? Do you like actually listening to the joys and the ambition and the excitement out of life you get from each other? If you don't get married. Well, not
With the
buffet.
reception underway.
God, imagine going to this wedding.
It seems Craig's Oktoberfest wedding isn't the wild party he wanted.
I know it hasn't turned out great.
In fact, actually, I think it's just like a party. A party of someone who's trying to live through a golden era that is no longer there. Exactly. This is what nostalgia leads you to. Sad, lonely feelings late at night. It is an illustrious poison that makes you think that it's great, but when you start indulging too far into the golden age of nostalgia, it just hurts.
Wild party.
I think it's a perfect example.
I know it hasn't turned out great, and I'm sorry about that, but I just honestly tried my best.
Imagine being at this wedding.
I know this wasn't what you really wanted, but I hope we can just move on from this.
Move on? Yeah, away from you. Don't clap that. Don't clap that.
I think we need like a lot of like deep, serious talks and try and get back on track with our relationship.
I'm going to have to Google.
I don't know how it's going to go with us.
I don't know why she thought giving me control was a good idea, because she likes things done the Sofia way. Everything has to be perfect for her.
I think it's definitely safer for everyone that I plan things from now on.
See?
This was a bad idea.
See?
This was a bad idea.
See?
What about us?
Remember? Oh, okay. At the time of making this programme, Craig and Sofia had decided to not make their wedding legal and were working together on their relationship.
What about all the times you said you had the answers?
Oh, no, I have to find out immediately now. Right, that was the absolute end of that episode, but in an unprecedented event, my lovelies, I have to watch this. This is Revisited, Don't Tell the Bride, and this is Where Are They Now? Oktoberfest Wedding Revisited, and this was 2 years ago, so this is 4 years after their wedding.
I think you hit him a little bit too hard with the finger, I think.
Maybe too much of a swipe there.
It's a joke.
At the time, I was really angry.
Yeah, I can tell.
It was literally a slap around the face, wasn't it? But I can understand why she did it.
It's my greatest pleasure to pronounce you our husband and wife.
Are they still married? They're still married, aren't they? I feel like that's... Yes, I've seen this.
We were falling out quite a lot and arguing quite a lot. I don't think I was really ready to hear his side of things. I was just too angry.
Yes.
The couple decided not to sign the marriage certificate, and worse was to come.
I don't think he reacted that badly when I said that we shouldn't do like the legal wedding. I think he understood. I wasn't in a place where I was trusting him completely. Just after the wedding, once it was all done, I think it really set in for both of us, like what kind of relationship issues all of the wedding stuff could have caused.
I didn't think our relationship would end. I thought, you know, tomorrow I'm going to be in trouble. But we broke up after the wedding.
I'm fine now. I can just see it as like something that we did, something a bit crazy and something a bit silly that could have gone better, but what's done is done.
Right, gosh, is that really it? That's the end of that? Well, that was a terrible revisited idea, but I am so glad that they are both not in that relationship, because he had a lot of emotional growth to do in order to understand that you should respect your life partner. And I feel like she needed to really, actually, finally stick to a boundary. Love that. Okay, well, I've got some thoughts. Bonkers, my lovely. Absolutely bonkers. In the first turn of events we've ever seen on this Chanel and this show has ever had, it was a no. And I feel so vindicated through that. I genuinely cannot believe that a lot of people throughout this episode, although it's very British, isn't it, to be like, you're embarrassing us, make yourself suffer because you're embarrassing us. None of the people around Sofia, I felt like they had her back. Everyone was like, oh, but he has tried really hard. Yeah, no, he is, yeah. You're just being a spoiled brat. As soon as he said spoiled brat, I was like, this is a grown adult woman who doesn't want to get married to you. Not wanting to get married to someone does not make you a spoilt brat. Grow up. Lot of growing up. Well, I'm very glad that their relationship ended because they both need very different things in a relationship. And you know what? It'll make their lives a lot happier. And if that's anything that this show is meant to do, well, perhaps not this show, but a wedding is meant to be a happily ever after. And if you find yourself constantly being unhappy in your relationship, you're not going to have a happily ever after. Well, my lovelies, let me know what you think about what we've seen on today's episode of Don't Tell the Wig. Her wig was told. And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Patreons. You can see yourself scrolling past on the screen right here. Yes, you can. Today's Luxeria Lab subscriber shout out goes to Juicy Caroline. Thank you so much for subscribing to my second channel here on YouTube, my lovelies. That is Luxeria Labs, and that is my photography, tech, and travel channel. And in order to be featured in my next video's subscriber shout out, make sure you subscribe to that channel. It is pinned in the comments box below. And as always, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons: Morgan Levay, Orkos Emoji, Ariadia X, Asgardians, Becky Johnson, Beebles32, Cameron Pittman, Shell Herman, ContraPoints, Finn Dunham, James A's and Girl, Jenny Wood, Larissa Says Relax, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Marzipan, Mo Sherman, Miss Kiss, Paula Rivera, Sky Dorim, Steffi Tech, TNS Mum, and Taylor Martin. And you know what, my loves? I think I'm going to leave it on the note of, when you set a boundary, stick to it. You'll be a lot happier in life.